Hey guys, this is the last lever I made for my right hand thumb valve, and everything worked good. There was only one problem, and it was that this end, well, the overall span between here and here was 15 millimeters too long. When the valve was in the up position, this was up as far as it would go. It made the thumb lever be too high, and I wasn't comfortable with it. And to get it had to be up high before, because the old lever swung a huge amount, like 1.5 inches, which worked, but I didn't like it. So I rerouted the lever, I made this new hinge system, I redid everything, and now the throw is much more reasonable, maybe 3/4 of an inch. And I didn't want to cut this end and shorten it to make this fit the space better, because I didn't want to have to do this, make a new hinge tube and fit it to the screw and braze it on and all that. And so, you know, without thinking, because I was really tired, I cut it off this end. Well, you know, this goes uphill and it goes underneath a valve tube, so it moves like that. And of course, I cut it off the amount it needed to go so that it only had about 2 millimeters. So when I pushed the lever, it went tink and didn't go any further. And I made a video about that. I was thoroughly ticked off about that. And I got busy, and then I was sick for a while, and then I got busy again. So I put this off. I buried it under some towels on my bench, and I thought, okay, I'll come back and do it later. Today is later, and I fixed it correctly. This end is the correct length. You can see. Very nice. And this end is the correct length, bringing the thumb lever down where I want it to be, which is here, so that I only have to do that. That's much more reasonable than it had been in the past. I like that. And it keeps my hand in a good playing position. My fingers can be on this and on the pinky. The pinky can be on the valve too. When the thumb lever was way up over here, up against the valve tube, my hand had to be way up over there. Can't even get my hand to do that. The only way to get my fingers on the valves was to play third and fourth like this, which really sucks. It gives you all kinds of pain. So this is infinitely better. So step one was get rid of the lever, because it was mounted on this bracket right here. Underneath, it was mounted on the first slide like this and soldered to the back, which gave it a kind of a weird angle. It was right here. So the lever pivoted, how do I show you? Right in here, this way. And being at an angle, it had this weird Z twist to it to get things to line up right. And I never liked it, and I don't like levers that rotate my thumb like that. I just don't like those, they hurt. So I wanted to change the direction of rotation, and I made a regular lever by taking this bracket and mounting it upright like that. It was down here at the end, it's in the way now. But that was my pivot location for the lever, and that worked okay. When I tried to make the lever work though, it had changed the angles. And I wasn't real happy about that. Then I realized I don't need to have my thumb right up here by first valve. I mean, this is not a cool place to make a player do this. This sucks. Sorry. Sorry, Gerhard Meinl. All of your tubas that use the thumb ring right there suck. Bad design. Bad Gerhard. Shame, shame. So I made this bracket out of box trumpet parts, some drill rod, French horn bracket. Selmansberger gave me these nice, nifty, large nickel silver platens that I rounded and used as the base for that. Worked out good. That's a French horn spring. All that's lovely. That's stainless steel. Of course, that's brass. The first thing I wanted to do was get the thumb lever from here down where it needed to go and out. Out was the most important thing. I don't need to have, the way it was, the valves were like this, and you had to push your thumb up and in. And when I got it down, it was like that, which is like the Model Weston, and that's what I don't like. I needed to get it out to fit the spread of my hand so I could do that. And I made a bracket for that right here. Nice nifty mount for the ring. Worked really well until I realized that it just didn't go far enough out. It was still not really comfortable. It was also lower than I wanted it to be. It was too close to my fingers. So I raised it up and kicked it way out and came out with that. And then I putzed around forever through a whole bunch of levers that I made to get this spot, figure that out, figure out where this bend needed to go, the length of that, then how long this had to be, and then this little bend at the end. And I mean, it sucked. It was not fun. I've never had problems building levers before. This was the first time, and it was not enjoyable. Anyway, what I ended up with is quite good. Nice action. It's right where I want my hand to be. I like it. Makes me happy. Everybody's happy. I extended that out to straighten the rod some. So focus. There we go. So I extended the stop arm out away from the valve. That helps everything. Then I made this funky little hinge, two-piece hinge thing, sort of like a T-hinge on the back side of S-arm linkages. Focus, focus, there we go. And that's one that's actually like on the Marathon and other S-arm tubas, that is actually a peened steel rod over a small nickel silver rivet, and that is threaded into this boss right here. At some point, I'm hoping that I can trim that off a little bit. I don't know. That's silver soldered to the stainless steel. This is crooked. I have to fix that. It's a little bit off. That is going to connect over here eventually to these two levers. This is going to get bent at an angle, and then something's going to connect to this, and hopefully I will have levers up here for 5th and 6th. So anyway, that's where I am now. The 5th lever has been sorted. Thank God it is over. That's it. See you later.